about nobody's britches. I'm talking about the poo.
You're in some contest to win a pool?
Yeah, hang on.
Is this like a real pool, like you get down at the Walmarts, or is this like a country pool, like out at the feed store?
Feed store?
Yeah, we got a country pool out there at church from the feed store. We use it for baptisms and whatnot. You know, come to think of it, I probably ought to clean that thing out for that church picnic. I left it turned up in Uncle Roy's field, and old Bessie been drinking out of it. She's got the hay fever. She's a slobber and snotting mess.
Wait a minute. Old Bessie, it's your uncle's cow, right?
Yeah, that's right.
You tell me that you got a cow with hay fever?
Yeah, it's quite a sight. You know, you just don't know a cow personally till you've helped them blow their nose.
Well, you're disgusting. Listen, I think your brain's done gone swimming. I'm not talking about no poo. I'm talking about the poo.
Huh?
The poo, not the poo. I mean the big poo. But please, listen here. I'm talking about the annual Mid-South Mountain Valley Truck and Tractor Poo.
Oh, the poo!
Yeah, land sakes,
Please
please.
say so.
Good night, nurse.
Well, never mind all that. What you working on?
Hey, sir, let me tell you, this is it. This is what's going to win me the pool this year for sure. This is the latest and greatest in pneumatical technology. I call it the Never Sink.
Oh, wow. A never seen here,
Yeah.
live in person.
That's
That's
right.
amazing. I've never seen one. What is it?
Please, come on now, listen to me. This is the most spectacular, the most extraordinary, outstanding wheel invention of the 21st century. And it's all my design. I've been working on it for the last 6 months now.
Jim, now hang on. Didn't somebody already invent the wheel? I'm not too sure you're supposed to be messing around with stuff like this. Now, every time I try and find a new way of doing something, well, my daddy always says,
Now, please, let's not go reinventing the wheel.
I'm pretty sure you're going to get in trouble.
Your kid is always saying stuff. No, I ain't going to get in no trouble. I ain't trying to reinvent nothing. I'm just taking something that was good and trying to make it better. That's all. Now, come here. Let me show you how this works. Now, you see this special patented tread pattern right here will move all the mud away from the middle of the tire, while these specially patented round ridges will grip a hold of the mud and pull me out no matter how deep I get. Only problem is I can't seem to get her to bite. I mean, anytime I get stuck in the mud hole, I mash the gas real hard, but it just keeps digging me a hole deeper and deeper in the mud. I don't know. Figure it out.
Wow. Well, I tell you, Jim, that sure is something.
Yeah.
The Egyptians could have used something like that.
That's right. Wait, who? The Egypt. Wait a minute, that's not some other pulling team that's competing at the big pool, is it? Hey, you're not trying to sell my secrets off some other team, are you?
No,
What are you doing here?
It ain't nothing like that, no. No, the Egyptians, well, they ain't no other pulling team. Why, they's an ancient civilization. We learned about them this morning in VBS.
VBS? You mean Vacation Bible School?
Right.
Aren't you a little bit old for VBS?
Jim, come on now. I ain't in it. I mean, I'm just helping see.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
Anyhow, well, the teacher told us a story this morning about the Egyptians and the Israelites and about a fella named Moses leaping onto the Red Sea.
Hey, please, look, I ain't got time for this. How is all this supposed to help me with my tire problem?
Oh, well, hang on, Jim. Now hear me out. See, the teacher also said that, well, Bible stories from a long time ago, well, they can still help us with our problems today. Now, let me see. Where was I? See, the Israelites, well, they was all living among the Egyptians. And the Egyptians, well, they was making them do all their work. Well, they cried out to God, and God sent Moses in there to get them all out of there. And he did, and they was okay with it at first. Why, they even sent them some parting gifts on their way. But all of a sudden, after they left, the Egyptians changed their minds. You see, they decided they wanted them back, so they all got on their horses and their chariots, and all the soldiers chased on after them. They chased them all the way to the Red Sea. Well, then the Israelites, they got scared. You see, they was pinned up against the Red Sea on this side, and the Egyptian army on this side, and they were stuck in the middle. They didn't feel like they had nowhere else to go. Well, they started a hooting and a hollering and telling Moses, well, he should have left them back in Egypt on account of they was better off. But now Moses, well, he knew they were scared, so he said to them, he said, don't be afraid. He said, the Lord will fight for you. You just need to be still. That's it.
You mean those yahoos was chasing them and all they were supposed to do was hunker down and sit still?
Yep. And it worked. You see, next, God told Moses, take his walking staff he'd been walking with and point it right down there at the Red Sea. Well, the next thing you know, that sea split right in half and stood up like two big tall walls of water on both sides. Well, then the Israelites had a way through.
Woo-wee! I bet you that made a sweet mud track, don't you think? I bet them Israelites probably, are you leaning over to right down the middle of them, got waist deep stuck in mud. Remember that time we did that out there in Pony Rock?
Yeah, right there. Yeah. No, it wasn't like that for them. That ain't how it happened. Well, you see, it was just like Moses had told them. The Lord will fight for you. See, what he told them next was just hunker down, be still, and wait there all night long. Well, then he sent a wind across the seabed to dry it all out. And when they finally did cross, well, it was on dry land.
Well, wait a minute. So you had these Egyptians that was chasing after them over here, and they's all just sitting down and enjoying the breeze all night?
Well, look, it's like I keep telling you. He said the Lord will fight for you. So what happened next was, well, the angel of God swung around and stood right between the two armies.
What? Where'd he come from?
Well, he'd been there the whole time, leading them through the desert, in the form of a pillar of a cloud.
Please?
Uh-huh.
What's a pillar of a cloud?
Oh, well, you know, like out on the front of the courthouse, you know, them big round stone pillars right out there in front?
Oh, yeah, the courthouse. I remember that time when my grandpa last year went over to your cousin Jennifer with a brush cart in front of his 4x4. He said he was going cow tipping. He didn't like that too much, so the judge didn't know.
No, anyway, Jim, listen to me. Now the front of the courthouse there, them big, tall, round stone pillars.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Pillars, got it, yeah.
Just like that,
Right.
but cloudy. All right, so anyway, the cloud was right in between the two armies, right? And it was so dark, well, they couldn't even see each other. Well, no matter how hard the Egyptians tried to force their way through, couldn't get through. So the Israelites had plenty of time to get all the way across. And as soon as they was free, well, the pillar of cloud, it went right around in front of them and led them on their way.
Well, wait a minute. Wait, you got these Egyptians back here. Well, that means those Egyptians have a straight shot right there to them, don't they?
Yep, that's what they thought too. But you see, next, God told Moses to turn around and point his staff again. And as soon as he did, spaloosh! Well, that big old walls of water came right down on all them Egyptian soldiers, and they was never seen again. Just like I've been telling you, the Lord did all their fighting. And when they thought they was stuck, well, he kept on fighting. They just had to be still.
Be still, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You know, that gives me an idea. You know, next time I get stuck in the mud, well, instead of mashing the gas real good, maybe I ought to just pull off just a little bit. That'll keep me from digging those holes deeper and deeper. Yeah, that's a good idea. I ought to try that. Hey, you know what? You're right. These Bible stories, they really are good for today. Yeah.
Well, now, Jeff, that ain't what I meant. It ain't supposed to help like that. It's supposed to be like a metaphor.
What's a metaphor?
Growing flowers, I reckon. It's a metaphor. Anyway, never mind. The point is, well, they're supposed to help you with life, not drugs. Listen, suppose you're digging yourself a hole deeper and deeper in sin or bad choices or whatever. Instead of getting all mad and trying to force and fight your own way out, what you need to do is give it over to God and then be still and let Him do the fighting for you.
Right.
Hey, you know what? On the way over here, I passed by Bone Dry Creek, and I found a little bit of mud hole out there in the middle of it. I bet you we can go over there right now and still be there. We can go out there and try your new Be Still technique. You want this?
Jim, don't you understand what I'm telling you? I mean, big old mud hole, huh?
Yeah.
On the Dry Creek? Well, all right. Shotgun.
Wait a minute, there ain't nobody up here.
You can't take away my victory.
Well, you're riding in the back. Come on, Booger, you're riding out front. Booger's my dog.
Go on and eat, guys.
Yeah, guys.